Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the ATAS podcast. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Arjun.
Yeah. So today we have a special guest with us, Jing Ting. Hi Jing Ting, can you hear us?
Yes. Hello, my name is Ting Ting.
Yeah, Jing Ting, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Myself, I'm 26 this year, and about myself, I love to travel.
Oh.
Got to travel.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
think that is.
Oh, also,
And I love to shop on
uh,
Taobao.
Oh.
shop on Taobao. Okay. So, 26, taken already, right? So for our male viewers
Mm.
out there, is you're taken already, right? Taken already. Okay, nah. So too bad, lah,
Oh.
guys.
I think we lost a
Okay.
lot of viewers.
So, so on the topic of you loving to travel, I think it sets perfectly into our today's topic. We wanted to talk about, how has COVID-19 really affected all our lives, in view of 1 year of on and off circuit breakers and whatever you want to call it, stay home, lockdown, whatever, we just thought it'd be a good time to revisit how COVID-19 and the COVID-19 pandemic has affected all of our lives, lah, right? So I think the first question I want to ask is, how has it affected you, all the restrictions personally, lah, on a personal level? Jing Jing?
Okay, like I mentioned, I like to travel, so that
Yeah.
is one thing that really sets me back lah because I can't travel, no short getaway. But on another side, I don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing because when I don't travel around, then
Hmm.
I'm at home, then I will start scrolling on Taobao. Then end up my shopping expenses just went all the way up. Thankfully, I channel all my travel funds into Taobao funds lah. So yeah,
So like no money
I still
saved there.
spend not much.
Yeah, nothing was
Really not
safe,
much.
lah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jun? How has this, all the restrictions affected your life personally?
Oh yeah, for me personally, like I think I met up with my friends a lot, and then like because the secondary school bunch of us, it's quite a big group,
Hmm.
and then so like every year we have this like super large gathering, like a year-end
Hmm.
party of
Oh yeah.
sorts. Yeah, right. And then so like last year I just couldn't have that, and I think that like really like, I mean that affected me lah because like usually that was the time where I could like catch up with everyone and just like, and it's really have a lot of fun lor. So like not being able to have these bigger
Definitely.
gatherings and like even like sometimes when it was just like 6 people or what, then like my family of five, we can't have like relatives or like even if my brother has a plus one or what, then he cannot bring her because we like couldn't go the restaurants and stuff. Yeah, so like even
Right,
doing
right,
towards that way,
right.
so like it really affected, I would say, like my social life. Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
I see, I see, I see.
that kind of
Yeah, I
thing.
think the the worst part about circuit breaker was, saying goodbye to friends number six, number seven, then slowly friends number nine and ten, they couldn't tag along lah. Then everyone knew who was important. No, I'm just kidding lah. But I think for myself, COVID-19, right? Because I'm in the financial advisory industry, it
Mm.
really took a toll on my job lah. In the sense that, not being able to meet my clients, not able to meet people was definitely hard lah. Right? It really made me had to rethink my business and how I do things, especially faced with this whole COVID-19 situation lah. So naturally, my income was affected. But thankfully, I'm a very frugal person. I didn't order Grab food. I every day cook my own meals, and I still managed to save quite a bit of money lah. Thankfully, so
One,
touching on that, how
sorry,
did
sorry, wait
your
ah. Just one thing I wanted
hmm,
to ask also, like, because for your job and all that, you all had to still continue to go out. Was like your parents or what very worried? Because like I think at that time, like whenever I had to, because at the time I was still in the force and all that, and then I have to go back to work. Like my parents all that, they'll be worried like when I take public transport, all this kind of thing. So like you also still had to,
hmm,
go to office and like help the clients at the work. Was it like, did it affect your parents? Were they like very scared or like? Cause I think at the start it was quite
hmm.
scary. I think like especially among the
Yep,
maybe
yep,
like the
yep.
slightly older generation.
I think it wasn't too bad lah. Just cause my mom still went back to the office, and
Mm.
my dad was still doing some sort of food delivery now and then. So no one was too afraid. We just meet became more mindful about hygiene, sanitize, wash hands and all that. So yeah, it didn't really affect my parents lah. Yeah.
Jing Ting leh, like your
Oh,
family,
so
was it
hmm.
more like hygiene conscious or whatever?
Mm. And all the while they are lah, but
Oh,
if
okay.
talking about the COVID situation itself, I think I'm more kiasi than them. And I bring the I bring the hand sanitizer everywhere. Then some of
Oh,
my friends, I think because back then
Okay,
the
okay.
situation wasn't so bad, and then some of them think like I'm being too too kiasi about that. Like, hey, why you so auntie? You bring the hand sanitizer everywhere. Yeah.
A bit 26, a bit too young to be an auntie.
also getting there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so so yeah, we all felt the impact of this COVID-19 and the lockdowns, lah, right? But I think how do you feel that what were the ways you handled it? Like let's say cannot travel, what were your replacements? And let's say for Arjun, no social life, what do you do in replacement of that? So Ting Ting, maybe you can tell us more how you cope with not being able to travel.
For me, I go hiking, just being a
Okay.
local tourist lah, walking around
Oh,
all
that's good.
the
That's good.
Singapore nature parks. I think that
Hmm.
is the closest I can get lah. Like since now we can't even go to JB, yeah. So
Oh,
the
JB,
closest I can get
yeah.
is hiking lor.
Oh.
Hiking
Yeah,
So
lah.
like
How often
although
yeah.
do you go hiking?
Um, maybe twice a month. Maybe twice
Twice
a
a
month.
month lah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, I see. So although
Okay.
like you like online shopping and stuff, but when you travel you are more of like a scenic person. You like to
Oh yes,
oh
yes. I think I can show you guys
Hmm.
the photos I have. Haha.
ah
Okay. Okay. Okay.
alright for
Okay,
our
y'all
Okay.
anybody
can
that
carry on. Let me find.
that is yeah anybody
Oh,
that is
okay.
viewing the video,
Scenic.
you all will be able to see some nice scenic
Okay, I
shots.
found it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, and this is
Actually, it's
Okay.
Singapore, right?
Singapore.
That's
Yeah, this is
this is
Singapore.
Singapore.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is it just your camera good or is that really Singapore?
It's really Singapore. I was shocked also. Like, never realized it. And it's quite near my house.
Oh, this is
Oh,
which
Somewhere
okay.
in
That's
Bukit
that's good.
Panjang.
Bukit Panjang. Okay. Okay. So all you West Side people who are listening, Bukit Panjang has some scenic views, lah. And I think most of us would never imagine Singapore. We will call Singapore scenic by any measure, lah. So that's good. So all you Bukit Panjang people, take a note, lah. Where is it? Where exactly is this? I think
It's a Chestnut Nature Park. Just
Oh.
Google
Chestnut
Chestnut
Nature Park.
Nature Park.
Okay. Okay. Chestnut Nature Park. All right. Okay, so Arjun, how about you? How do you replace a social life? I think it'd be quite hard to replicate a social life, right? Especially if you're staying at home all the time.
Yeah, I think for me, so like the lucky thing is that a lot of my friends we play the same game.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so a lot of it was like hanging out on Discord, and then like I think because we have more time at home and then like we cannot go out with each other, so we get on Discord, get on the same game, and then we started playing together. So the fun thing was that like games that we like stop playing and all that, like we get to enjoy the good times back at it again lah. And then yeah lor, so that was something that really like just came back sort of, and then we enjoy those things, but it's still I would say cannot beat certain like in person, because in person you can like see their reaction and all that, like especially like for
Mm.
myself I like to play this game called Werewolf previously. Yeah, which like you really
Werewolf.
needed like in person, face to face, and then you really see their impression, like when you so called like bluff them, wow, I tell you the face
Mm.
is priceless. But yeah, that's how I cope.
Okay,
So a
okay.
lot of online gaming
Mm.
and like
Yes.
connecting.
All
Yourself?
right. So I hope your friends' boss don't hear this when they should be working, playing out games or no lah. Let's hope your friends' boss not listening to this. So for myself, I think during the first circuit breaker, I really had to be more creative in terms of how I use Zoom to meet clients and all that. And honestly, there weren't many who were willing to meet lah. So, beyond honesty, how I cope was I built a lot of model kits at home. So I spent a lot of my time at home building model kits
Ooh.
and just being in touch with my artistic self lah. I spent a lot of time painting the models lah, not not pieces of art. Yeah, so for me that was how I really cope with this boredom lah, I would say, and the staleness of work. I tried to, focus on work, but sometimes it just got a bit demoralizing. Then I had to do something else to take my mind off it lah. Oh, speaking of which, did any of y'all use your Singapore Discover vouchers yet? I haven't used lah, so
Oh.
I've been too
Oh,
busy
I
of
did.
late.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So what do you do?
Yeah, I did. I went to St. John Island and Lazarus Island to
Oh, okay.
cycle. Yeah, I spent
That one need to
because
use
I
voucher
found
ah.
you have to pay the ferry in cash, and then there's this bike rental link that I found on Klook.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so but not very worth it, I would say. I spent $30. I mean like vouchers there, but then the
Okay,
island
okay.
is very small. I think we finished in less than 1.5 hours.
Oh.
Okay, so you spent
Yeah,
$30, 1.5 hours. Not the best experience.
yeah.
So unless you are avid cyclist, maybe you all can find somewhere else to use your vouchers lah.
Oh.
So
Oh,
Arjun,
but
Yeah.
have you
was the
used?
ferry there like expensive? Sorry, as in.
No, I think about $10.
Oh.
It's a
Okay.
round trip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for
Okay.
myself, I myself haven't spent it, but I know like
Mm.
my bro brought my mom to Singapore Bird Park. So yeah,
Oh, okay. That's
there was
nice.
that period that like I think the bird park had a discount, and then also you can use the Singapore Rediscovery vouchers, and then so like they went, cause like to
Mm.
see like I think different attractions you have to also like pay money, and then like you can use your Rediscovery vouchers there, and then so I haven't really used mine, but I think it's like debating. It's like everybody telling me it's like the value is like you can go staycation and stuff, but like not very applicable to me, so I still seeing how. But yeah, maybe yeah lah, maybe bringing my mom to zoo or whatever. But I think yeah lah, haven't been to all these like so-called like people usually see it as like very tourist place, and then I think like as Singaporeans we because like it's seen as those, so we don't go to them that often, like night safari or zoo or
Right.
this kind of thing. So I think it's good to also like just go and check these places out, because yeah lah, it's still an experience.
Yeah, I think actually Singaporeans we avoid these places because we know full well that they are a bit overpriced lah.
Correct.
But since now we got a voucher, might as well use it lor.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who haven't used, maybe can consider the zoo, the bird park, and all that lah, or staycation if you're like. Okay, so to my last question now of the day, I think this COVID-19 also has altered some social interaction, some maybe your family dynamics, your friendship dynamics lah. So during this, how do you maintain the relationship with your significant other, your family, or was there any change in the relationship? So maybe Ting Ting can tell us a bit more.
Relationship wise, not really, because prior to that,
Mm,
me and my boyfriend we only meet I think once a week, at
once
most
a week.
twice a week lah. Yeah, I think we're quite
Mm.
like independent one, so it's fine lah.
Oh,
I
that's
think the
nice.
only
That's
down thing
nice.
is I'm not there to watch his diet, so he grow a lot during the circuit breaker.
Okay. Okay. Oof.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
But
think
other than that, I
nowadays,
think it's fine now. Yeah, but I actually do spend more time with my family during the circuit breaker.
Hmm. That's
Because
very nice.
we're
Like, I
at home the
think.
whole day. We have meals together. It's quite nice.
Yeah. Then you, Arjun?
uh, yeah, for me is I don't have a significant other, but like I would say that with my family, yeah lah, we get to know each other more, and also
Hmm.
just like hmm, like because my parents also a bit like semi-retired and all that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so previously they were at home already, but like just the fact that we ourselves are at home more, because I think we're at the age that like usually we come back it's like so late, then like our parents will usually eat earlier, and then like
Hmm.
so it's like when we come then it's like dinner on the table, that kind of stuff, or they dabao or whatever, or we have to dabao, and then so yeah lah, it's nice like what Jing Ting was saying, that we have to just eat together and talk lor, because yeah I think
Hmm.
like yeah lor, it just gives you more things to talk about because you're at home and all that. So yeah, it really helped lah.
Definitely lah.
I think it definitely helped. Like my family relationship got stronger, I would say.
No, I think for myself also, I think I'm just gonna echo the sentiment that we spend more time with our family, therefore, the relationship got improved. But on that also, I want to say that relationship with my friends also, I think improve in the sense that sort of like absence make the hearts grow fonder. So
Mm.
not being able to see each other of suddenly for an extended period of time, then suddenly you start to meet each other again. Then there's a very nice feeling of familiarity and all that lah.
Mm-hmm.
So as we exit this I want to say phase two heightened alert lah. And now we can gather in groups of 5 already. I think it's another welcome relief lah, because after 1 month of kind of like being stuck 2 by 2, we all are a bit jaded of probably the same one person lah. So it would be nice to see more friends in the same group setting, and when the restaurants open up on the 21st, then we can all see a bit more life back in Singapore lah. I think that's all what we want to see.
Yep.
So this whole pandemic has shown me one thing lah, that as people we are very resilient, and we all adapt to change. I know got some people call here and there, bitch and whine, but in the end, I'm very thankful that Singapore as a whole has been trending towards a much more healthy way of handling the pandemic lah. With this, even with this phase 2 heightened alert, we managed to get out of it relatively quickly lah. We saw high number of cases, then very fast it drop off because we all cooperated lah. Yeah, so I hope that with the end of this phase 2 heightened alert, we will never ever have to go back into some form of lockdown ever again lah. Don't you think so?
Hopefully lah, hopefully.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, man. I cannot wait to see
the travel bubble. If the same pattern reach, then every time the Hong Kong travel bubble come out, then always something will happen.
Okay, we touch wood, not on wood. I just want to see the day where we can all look at each other and see a whole face rather than half a face lah.
Yep.
All right, so I think with that, that comes to the end of our ATAS podcast for the week. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Ting Ting, for coming on. I think we'll see you in the next 2 weeks or so. All right, see you guys. Thank you.
Alright,
Bye.
Okay.
All right, cool.